Hollywood actress Drew Barrymore is getting eaten alive by her own comrades in Hollywood for the most insane reason that you can think of, and this is all churning on her very fast to the point where there might not be any recovery from her moving forward in Hollywood. This might actually spell out a very dark future for her being in Hollywood with all this insanity that is going on, with some actors even giving her threats saying that they will not forget this horrible thing that she has done. So what is all going on with this? Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Drew Barrymore slammed by Hollywood actors and writers for bringing talk show back amid strikes. Gross. Scab. Incredibly disappointing. And if there's a lot that we have to unpack here, okay? Because Drew Barrymore basically is being someone who is still working within the bounds of what is happening with the whole actors and writers strike that is happening in Hollywood, but that isn't good enough for some of her cohorts who are extremely angry about the fact that she is continuing her show despite all of the strikes that are going on. And we saw a lot of this happening recently with Mel Gibson as well, where a lot of these actors, a lot of these Hollywood elites were extremely angry at Mel Gibson, who's continuing to work on projects despite all of the actor strike stuff that is going on. And I just have to say, honestly, I find that to be incredibly based, and I don't have a problem with this whatsoever, but apparently a lot of Hollywood weirdos do. Actress Drew Barrymore is being slammed up by fellow actors and writers on social media for bringing her talk show back amid the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes in Hollywood. She was called a gross, a scab, and incredibly disappointing. Barrymore announced the return of her talk show in a social media post on Sunday, writing in part, "I own this choice. We are in compliance with not discussing or promoting film and television that is struck of any kind. We launched live in a global pandemic. Our show was built for sensitive times and has only functioned through what the real world is going through in real time." She made an entire post about it. Barrymore was quickly lambasted by members of her own industry on social media for her decision to bring her show back amid the writers' strike. So this is what Bradley Whitford said. "Oh, you own it for sure, Drew Barrymore, and we'll never forget." Which is honestly pretty insane that this is that they're using this for on 9/11 for what they're saying about Drew Barrymore. It's absolutely ridiculous. But Adam Conover said, "This is incredibly disappointing. Drew Barrymore's show employs WGA writers who are currently on strike. She is choosing to go back on the air without them and forcing her guests to cross a picket line. Drew, this harms your writers and all union workers. Please reconsider." And I just want to say, I am so thankful that EpicVerse is not beholden to any of this stuff. I'm so thankful that EpicVerse is not union or anything like that. We are doing our own thing. We are still just fine. We're still working on projects. And while Hollywood is continuing destroying themselves, we are doing just fine. In fact, we are thriving, and it only gets worse and worse. So who is writing her opening monologue and literally everything else on this show when it starts up again next week? Scab writers. Ugh, gross, Drew Barrymore, gross. And it goes on and on and on with all sorts of people going after her for this whole thing. And the thing that I find very interesting about this is that this shows just how absolutely insane Hollywood is. They eat each other alive. They devour each other. Hollywood is a cutthroat industry. Hollywood is a backstabbing industry. And that is what we're seeing playing out in real time right now with all of these people who are turning on Drew Barrymore at the snap of a finger because she is bringing back her show amid the strikes. I don't give a crap. She can bring back whatever she wants. I don't care. I don't give a crap. I don't watch her show anyway, and I could care less about her show. But the thing that I find interesting about this is that Hollywood is a place where none of them actually work together. They are all against each other. They're all eating each other alive all the time. They're trying to destroy each other all the time. And this is what happens when you do not behold yourself to the Hollywood cult mentality. And that is what is happening to Drew Barrymore. So with all of that being said, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.